Hello, this is Ashley Danielle from ashleydanielle.com, your psychic intuitive manifestation mentor. And I want to go a little bit deeper into the how, right? Like how do you manifest? How do you create your desires? And I'm going to specifically talk about money throughout this, just because I think that that's something that everybody wants. Everybody wants, needs more money, especially in, you know, the world that we're currently living in. So the first thing that I would ask is ask myself or ask a client or, you, why do you want the money? Okay, first let's pick a number. Let's say you want to manifest $1,000 or $10,000, whatever your number is. And again, to me, manifestation is less about, oh, I want the thing. How do I get the thing? To me, it's more about um, the process in which I train myself, my brain, my body to work together with my soul, my spirit to create what it is that I want in life and what it is that even deeper than want, like what it is that I desire. What is my purpose? What am I here for? Right. So if you want to create, you want to receive money, um, and I'm hearing like people are like, oh, but money is so difficult. Money is so hard. Okay. Those are beliefs that you're holding that are probably keeping you from receiving the money. So look into that. But also start to get really truly honest with yourself in why you want the thing. So why do you want the money? Okay. So why do you want the money? Well, I want the money so I can pay bills. I want the money so I can pay off my credit card debt. I want the money so that I can pay or get a new vehicle. I want the money so that blah, 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 right? Okay, fair enough. I understand you want the money for these logical reasons. Now let's go a step deeper, right? Why do you actually want the money? Well, I just told you, I want to be able to pay my bills. No, no. Why do you want the money? What will paying your bills? What will buying a new vehicle? What will paying credit card debt down? Like, what will that give you? And in my line of work, it's almost always a sense of security, the desire for a sense of security, safety, um, freedom, like having time freedom or freedom to be able to just buy something because you want it and not, have to forego desires because you don't have the money, right? Like all of these things. But the number three things are almost always safety, security, and freedom. And then if we go even deeper, right? Like if you were able to feel safe and secure and like have a sense of freedom, that will also most likely bring a sense of like joy and happiness and peace and calm and relief and relaxation, right? Like these are all what we actually truly want as humans. And the money is just the avenue in order to have those things, right? So if I have the money, then I will feel safe and secure. I will feel relief. I will feel fucking happy, right? Like money buys happiness. It's true. It does. It actually does. And also, not always though, because just because you have money doesn't mean that you're that happy. And that's part of this, right? It's like if I believe that if I receive the money, then I will feel happy, I won't feel happy until I have the money. And that's where going even deeper into this comes into play because it's like, okay, so if I'm not going to be happy until or happy, and I'm using happy, but like having the sense of security, having the sense of safety, it's all under this happiness umbrella, right? So if I am not going to feel happy until I have the money, you will never have the money, right? Or perhaps you'll have the money, but it won't be fun or easy or quick, right? So the hack here is okay, so if I won't feel these things until I have the money, you're just like pushing it away. But if I allow myself to feel these feelings now, and this is something that is very difficult to learn. It's not that it's difficult to learn, it's because society tells us that this is wrong. Because society tells us actually the way to have happiness, the way to have safety, the way to have security, the way to have freedom is by purchasing things that will have us feel it. We believe will have us feeling these things, right? Like we have commercials at us and ads coming at us day in and day out, like buy the new car, then you'll feel happy. Like, you know, go on this expensive vacation and then you'll have a sense of relief, right? Like all of these things. Whereas all of these feelings and sensations in our body are available to us here and now in this present moment. And that's the kicker, right? Like if you allow yourself to feel these feelings now, if you allow yourself to like be like a sponge and absorb any sense of safety and security and freedom and peace and relief and happiness and joy now. Now, it may not be, you may be like, I'm not in a place that is safe and secure, right? That is valid. And you can feel these sensations in your body anyway. You can allow yourself 30 seconds of I am safe, I'm whole, I'm secure. I have things to be grateful for. I have things to be happy about, to be joyful about. And if you're like, yeah, fuck you, Ashley, like my life is shit. Okay. There's nothing that brings you joy. There is nothing that brings you like, what if you, okay. So they're showing me, it doesn't matter how it came about, but it's like, have it like making your favorite dessert. I say this to my clients, but something that I do for my son in the wintertime is I'll throw his blanket in the dryer and then like he'll like wrap up in it and it's just like pure joy, right? Can you give yourself these things? Can you give yourself these moments of feeling it even in the midst of like shit, difficult things happening? And the answer is yes, you can. And when you start doing this, you start creating these sensations in your body. You start getting comfortable. You start regulating to safety and security and allowing yourself to know what it will feel like when you have the thing, right? So then it does a couple of things. For one, when you actually do receive the money, you'll let it in because you'll have practiced the sensations in your body of what it feels like to have the thing. But also, it allows you to actually receive the thing in the first place, to see the opportunities because you're not in a state of like worry and like, oh my God, what the fuck am I going to do? How am I going to get it? How am I going to pay these bills? You begin to be in a state of, I am safe. I am whole. I trust myself. I've got this, right? Like I emit joy. I radiate joy. I radiate this sense of peace and safety and trust, self-trust, right? And it allows like the opportunities for the money to come in. It allows you to see and perceive the world and notice, right? Like, oh, and this is the piece where your intuition comes in, right? Where the aligned actions can present themselves to you. And then you feel you have the reserves, right? To be able to follow your intuition, to follow the inspired action. For example, like what they're showing me is if you're in a state of like regulated and not all the time, right? Like not all the time, but just enough, right? If you practice the feelings of how you desire to feel once you receive the money, you're in a state of wholeness, right? Then you get the nudge, right? Like you get the nudge, like today I should go buy a lottery ticket. Or today I'm going to go look online for a new job. Today I'm going to, like, oh shit, I could sell that thing and that would give me some of the money. Oh, okay. Right? It like opens up the pathways for the money to come, it's not even just the money to come, but for you to be able to step towards it. Now, if you're not doing these things, you're probably going to be in a state of there's no fucking way for me to receive this money. How am I going to receive this money? It's not that easy, blah, 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 right? And that's the state that most of us are in because that's the way that we're conditioned to be. That's the way that society is set up, right? Like, no, I'll have to get a second job. I'll have to get a third job. I'll have to like scrap and fight and like um, okay, I see. So I'm like, eh. They'll have to like, you'll have to earn it, right? Like you'll have to put forth more effort than you have. And it's really difficult to create and to receive from that place, right? It's not that it's impossible, it's just difficult and it's not a fun process. It's not a fun process. If it was a fun process, you wouldn't be listening to me. So let me just so using your intuition is a powerful, powerful manifestation tool because you will be guided, you will be led. When you can regulate yourself and turn on your intuition, it's like a beacon and a magnet to your desires. It's like, oh, I want the thing, and you don't even have to be consciously thinking of it, right? You're just like, oh, do this, okay, do that, okay. And honing your intuition is also allowing you to connect into your body in a way that will only help you, right? Like it'll only help you learn the senses and the deepest desires of not just like your I've been reading a little bit too much where it's like your mortal mind, right? Um, but not just your mind, right? Like your body and like connecting everything. And then you're just like a super fucking magnet to your desires. And money becomes so easy. It becomes so easy. Yeah, I took notes. So I want to make sure that I hit all of the points. So in the end, I want you to understand what is it that you want? Go deeper, go deeper, go like 4 levels deep into what you want. So it's like, I want money. Okay, why? Because I want to be able to pay my bills. Okay, why? Well, because I don't like the feeling of the stress that comes with not having enough money or worrying about having enough money to pay my bills. Okay, so what does that say? I want safety and security. I want ease. I want financial freedom. I want freedom. I want to feel free. Start to notice. So like the number one thing is having an awareness of what is happening. So like at the end of your day, like reflect, right? Oh, this happened and I started to spiral. Oh, this happened and I saw the opportunity. I found $10 on the ground. Like start paying attention and start paying attention to your body's cues, nudges, feelings, sensations. And know, okay, this isn't on my notes, but they're like, know that it is possible for you. Know that if you are watching this, your soul, your GPS, your intuition is leading you to know these truths for yourself. And that's all you need, right? Like that's all you need. So if you have any comments or questions, put them below in the comments. And if this is something that you are looking for support in, I am launching kind of quietly for now a mini mind, which is a mini mastermind. And it's mini because it's 3 months instead of the normal 6 months. And for the month of August, it's at a reduced rate, which is is the lowest price I've ever offered for a mastermind. So check the link in my bio for more information, and I'll see you next video.